Like you and everybody else, I'm really ready for this corona nonsense to be over so that we can get back to the good parts of life, but unfortunately, that can't happen until we contain the virus and prevent it from spreading. Now, obviously, the best way to do that is with a vaccine, but since that probably isn't gonna happen until at least 2021, we need to look to other ways to slow the spread. And one of the best things we can do to achieve that is this thing called contact tracing. You have probably heard the phrase or read it online somewhere, but what does it mean and how does it work? In the next few minutes, I'm gonna do my best to answer those questions and give you a dead simple rundown on how contact tracing works. At its core, contact tracing is pretty much exactly like what it sounds like. It is a disease control measure that involves tracing everyone who an infected person has come into contact with and possibly passed the virus to, so that way you can inform these people that they have been exposed and should probably self quarantine and avoid spreading the virus any further. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Well, the problem is that contact tracing is traditionally done by human workers who essentially act like pandemic detectives and perform interviews with patients and help them recall everyone who they might have come in contact with while they were contagious. Well, there are a couple of issues with that though. First, until now, lakhs of people have been infected across the globe. So, in order to interview all of them, we would have to assemble massive team of contact tracers. Second, even if we could do that, human memory is far from perfect and remembering everyone who you have come in contact with in past weeks is pretty much easier said than done. That's exactly the issue. Relying on humans and human memory for contact tracing leaves way too much room for error. So now, government and private companies all across the world are trying to cobble together digital contact tracing systems that use your smartphone to do all the detective work. Now, at this point, you're probably thinking, duh, why can't we just trace everyone using GPS? It makes sense. We already have the tech. We already use it. So why can't we use it for contact tracing? Well, two reasons for that. First, current GPS systems are not accurate enough to be useful as they can't tell if you are 5 feet or 5 inches away from a person. Second, privacy concern. Lots of people are not comfortable in sharing their location in the name of fighting coronavirus. So since GPS location tracking isn't an ideal solution, so companies like Google and Apple are currently working on contact tracing systems that rely on Bluetooth. The idea here is that instead of tracking your location and monitoring absolutely everywhere you go, everyone's phone would instead broadcast a unique code via Bluetooth. And whenever you come within a certain range of somebody else for a certain period of time, say 6 feet for 5 minutes, your code would be logged in their phone and their code in yours, all safely and anonymously, of course. This way, if any of the people you have recently come into contact with test positive for COVID-19, you and anybody else with that person's code logged in would get an alert, and then you would be encouraged to self-quarantine and go get tested and all that other stuff. It is a clever solution to the problem. Definitely not perfect. Systems like these have already been used to great effect in places like South Korea and Singapore, two countries that compared to rest of the world have done a fantastic job of containing the virus. So that's it for this video. So until next time, peace out.